I'm trying to figure out who lied to y'all, you know? Getting along is hard. It's, I don't know if it's supposed to be easy or anything, because I don't know what anything is supposed to be, right? But what I do know is getting along is hard. Generationally speaking, my age, people in my generation, probably people from like 25 to 35 or so, there's this idea that everything is supposed to be easy. Uh, they just kind of generally lazy, just generally speaking. But getting along is not easy. People think that they hold this thought, this fairy tale in their head that's like getting along is like Facebook, Insta living, where you post a picture, people like your picture, so they like you, I like you. I post a picture, you like it, I like you. You get your little reactions, the smiley face with the hard eyes and all of that shit like that. And they think that that's getting along. Oh, they like me. Nah. Getting along is when you love people, when you care about people. Y'all got differences, but y'all put your little petty shit aside and you focus on what you really trying to do. Like, you go in for each other, you ride for each other, you honest. So getting along is, I got something to tell you and you might not like it, but it's the truth. That's getting along. The truth hurts. And I got a saying. I know everybody else got these sayings they live by. They're always posting these sayings on their Facebook and their Instagram and shit, but they don't really live by them, or they don't understand them. But I always say, if you can't hurt my feelings, I can't fuck with you. Because you can't be honest with me. Because ain't none of us perfect. So if you can't hurt my feelings, I mean, why should I even value your opinion? Especially your opinion of me. Or what you think of me, or how I could improve. You can't even hurt my feelings. How I'm supposed to trust you? You just gonna let me be out here looking foolish, making mistakes, fucking up, and you're not gonna say nothing to me. You'll tell everybody else, but you won't tell me. So if you can't hurt my feelings, I can't fuck with you. But yeah. People, I gotta learn to get along again. We're not 12-year-olds. We're not kids hanging out in the park. I always say kids is in the same game. The fun game. You like to play, I like to play too. Well, let's go have fun. But they're kids. They don't got too many other real life issues. Everything is kind of taken care of for them in certain cases by their parents or parent, or whatever their situation is. Generally, kids don't have bills. They not really playing politics at work or anything. Nothing like that. Their relationships are very fragile, but again, the fun game. It's 1 minute it's I don't like you, blah blah blah, and then the next minute, the next day it's, oh, y'all having fun? You want to have fun too? All right, you're back in the game. But as adults, man, this getting along stuff that I see, it's two-faced, liars, man. Just people constantly trying to tell somebody what they want to hear and what they think you want to hear, as opposed to just being real. Now, sometimes you can't always just come out and be real, because on the same level, these same adults, they say they want these things. They say that they want you to be honest and open, but then when you tell them something and you hurt their feelings, then they retreat and act like kids again. You hurt my feelings. Like, come on, man. You can't have it both ways. You gotta grow up, I guess. And I don't know. It's just that shit has been bugging me for years now, man. I just keep running into people. I don't even. It's I use Facebook as a tool to kind of stay in touch with people that I don't really see very often, like every day or every week or something. Like family and old friends, people I knew from the military or people I went to high school with before Facebook was around and stuff like that. But otherwise, I call Facebook Fakebook. Everybody out here taking these pictures and living the Insta life, man. Like it. Oh my God, they like my pictures. And then the motherfucker like your picture, you go and like that they liked your picture. I mean, how fucking childish is that? Now, on a real level, yes, sometimes you could put a picture up and somebody likes it and you may like it. Like if it's genuine, it's cool. But I mean, on my older Facebook, I probably got like a few hundred people on there because I still keep my circle small. Even in terms of Facebook, like a few hundred people is nothing compared. I know people that's got 2, 3, 4 Facebook pages and they got them because their friends list is maxed out. Right? But if it's genuine, it's cool. But just liking stuff to be liking stuff or because you friends on Facebook or whatever, like, what's the thought process behind that, man? I actually deactivated my first Facebook account. I opened up a second one for personal reasons, but also because I really needed to make a transition into I just wanted a Facebook page where the people that was on there have generally came through for me and I would come through for them. Like we good. No fake shit, you know what I mean? Like if I post a picture or something, they may like the picture, but they're the type of people that also call me and be like, hey man, how's it going? It might be every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, but they'll call me on a regular basis and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's everything going? Even if I put a picture up, they might ask me, yo, how's that picture? Where'd y'all take that picture? When'd y'all do that? Oh man, that's awesome. What was it like? So I just wanted to get rid of my first Facebook, even though there's a lot of, old friends and family members on there and stuff. But, sadly enough, even your old friends and family will fall into that same category of people that's just liking your shit just to like your shit, man. And when they post a picture, they want you to like it. Then Facebook did the shit where you can follow people and all of that type of stuff. So now if you're not liking people's photo or they don't like your photos, they unfollow you. So they don't even got to see your shit in the feed. I mean, we taking away all the layers of being genuine. It's like, we're friends, but I'm not going to follow you. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? Facebook. So, yeah, but that shit has just really been bothering me, man. Like, people getting along. And it is, I see it in every layer of society, where it's, the only time Americans seem to get along is when there's a war. Then, we're all American. And that's the only time. Every other time we're divided by all kinds of shit. Your religions, your politics, your sexual preference, your race, your education level, your class, where you're from even. I mean, people don't get along because of where they're from. Mind blowing. That shit just, I'll be walking around out in public looking at shit, reading, seeing posters, movies, listening to people's conversation, like, man, this shit is so backwards, right? But even like within those communities, you have, I'll just say, right, for my community, I don't really want to get into anybody else's communities because if you got community problems, you need to deal with that in your own communities. You need to keep your shit in house and fix your shit before you out here talking crazy to other people about your communities. Y'all need to get together and figure out what y'all need to do, right? But black people, black people can't get along because black people that's my complexion, or darker, they don't like light skinned brothers. They don't, they don't like that. What do they call them? Racially ambiguous, and the light skins, the caramels. I mean, if you black, you black, but somehow we can't figure out how to get along. And I mean, we could kind of look at our community and see, of all the communities, I mean, we ain't really agreed on anything and try to just set out and accomplish that. Just, hey, let's do this so that they have to respect us and quit treating us this way. Now we can't even agree on that. Well, black people can't even agree on something as simple as the word nigga. Are you gonna use it? Are you not gonna use it? Can other people use it? Does it matter if it's the A or the ER? All the black people I know have a different opinion on this. That's not really a problem for me, because I don't expect for anybody to agree, because that is not what getting along is. Or rather, I don't expect for everybody to agree on the same thing, because that is not what getting along is. What needs to happen though is that y'all just need to pick 2 or 3 things and say, this is how we're going to stand on it, and we're just going to knock this out. Once you knock that out, then even if while you're doing that, while you are standing together focusing on that, in your side time amongst yourselves, you can debate about what you disagree on. But when you present yourself as a whole, as a community, as a nation, you need to have the same mindset. But it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. We just can't get along. And I mean, I gave y'all an example of the black community, but there's a lot of things like that within, the white community, the Asians, Latinos or Hispania, stuff like that. Your sexual preferences, I don't even really get into that, man. That's not my community, so who am I to tell them what to do? But they need to figure out what they want to do, as well as, the rest of us. But yeah, getting along, man, shit is not, it's not easy. It's not always fun. Which, I mean, goes into something else that I've been feeling, which is more of a, I guess that's kind of a whole nother topic. So yeah, I just leave that one alone. But getting along, man, getting along is not supposed to be easy, man. Quit being lazy. Everybody always telling you, you gotta pick a side, left or right, black or white. Yes, when you, as a community, when you decide to figure out what you are going to do, from the lowest level to the highest level, y'all got to put your shit aside, come together, and do it. Otherwise, you won't accomplish it. But that doesn't mean that you have to, pick a side. Personally, what it really means is quit being lazy, do the damn work, sit down, talk with the people in your community on any level, and figure out what y'all are going to do. What is going to be best for you as a whole. The problem is, in our generation, my generation, it's Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Me, me, me. Happy, happy, happy. Free, free, free. Motherfuckers don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to think about nothing. They ain't got their own damn brains. Not all of you. Not everybody. Just generally speaking. Where did this mindset come from? Because I know when I look at my parents and their friends and my family that are in the same age, my in-laws at the same age, they don't have that. Now I understand progression and, you know, being a progressive thinker. And just because we did something a certain way for so long doesn't mean that we have to continue to do it that way. Just because something worked for so long doesn't mean that it is the only right way or the best way. Like, sure, think outside of the box. Be intelligent. Go find out things for yourself. Become knowledgeable. But at the same time, that don't mean throw out the shit that did work to throw in some shit that you ain't sure about. If you got a perfectly working standard morals, why throw them out? Why completely throw them out just because you want to do something else and throw it in, but you don't know if it is going to work? It's not tested. Not even that it's not tested. A lot of this shit is not even measured against anything. People just out here kind of doing whatever they want to do, and their excuse is, you know, I want to be happy right now. I want to do this right now. I deserve to have this. And I mean, you don't deserve a goddamn thing you don't work for. The work, the worth is always in the work. The value. And if you didn't work for anything, if you didn't build anything, if you didn't go through the process and the journey of going through all the failures to come to a success, I mean, how could you appreciate anything? You just think just because you feel that way, that that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be easy. You're supposed to get it. It belongs to you. It's yours. You know? And I mean, we could talk about your rights, but your parents could give you a car when you graduate. And you know what? It's yours. But I bet if you don't maintain that car, that motherfucker stop running. And then what you gonna do? You just, well, somebody better come and fix it. I don't know why. My parents gave me this car. Why would it even break down? Fucking cheap. Nah, do the maintenance, do the work. Take care of the goddamn car. Use your fucking brain. How about that? Anyway, man, this shit been bugging me. I'm gonna cut it short, man. I think I'm running up on 20 minutes right now. So I'll probably be back tomorrow, maybe the day after. I'll drop another one. I'm gonna start dropping more videos regularly. This is new for me. It's hard to come up with topics sometimes because I don't want to do everything else that everybody else is kind of doing on YouTube. And I'm just one of those people. I got a million thoughts in my mind, so focusing on one is hard. If if you like the channel, if you subscribe to the channel or whatever, let me know. I will respond to post. If you would rather see me be on like some random shit, man, I could do some random daily thoughts every day. 2-minute, 5-minute videos. I could just random thoughts every day. I'll be here in my car, on my bike, on a walk, grocery shopping. I get thoughts everywhere I'm at. I see the world around me. I see all kinds of stuff happening. I just kind of get thoughts about shit. So if you would like to see something like that, I mean, let me know and I'll throw it up, man. I'll record it on the phone, clean it up and toss it on here. It's all good, man. I'm just trying to have a conversation, man. So it's all love. Just hit me back.